Welcome back. John joining us now with DJ Handcraft. We had his wife on a couple months ago for some of her designs with clothing, for doll clothing. And now we have you on to talk about some of the designs of your pens and how you make them. So how did you get into the pen making business?
So I've always liked wood turning. I was a machinist, my former position. So I've always been handy that way. And I've always wanted to try wood turning pens, because everybody else does it, so I thought, I'm gonna try it. And I started out and really enjoy it.
I may be silly, what's a wood turning pen?
So it's a lathe. So like I'd mount this pen blank between centers and turn it by hand with a cutting tool.
Oh, okay.
To make the design.
Just the process of making the
then
design.
you make the design, yep.
This is this is how each one of these little pieces
start with like
something like
an
this.
acrylic cast piece,
maybe like
or a wood.
piece of wood like that.
And I actually cast my own blanks too.
Wow.
To make my own colors.
And you said you've been doing this for 5 years now?
About 5 years, yeah.
Right.
How have you seen your craft transform? Like, what do you do now that's been so different from when you started?
So my favorite thing is I've got a laser now. So I can actually do monograms or wording or whatever you want on a pen.
And, so how did you, like, I guess, what types of things, do you find yourself really drawn to when you're making these for yourself, or for like loved ones and friends and so on?
I like trying to find custom, because I mean, if you go on Etsy, everybody's got pens, right? And I can do that, but I'd rather find something that's unique.
Right.
A friend of mine asked me, he saw him and he wanted a pen. I'm like, what do you want? He's like, I want a Bigfoot pen.
Okay.
So I actually went online and I found somebody that makes a blank with a picture of Bigfoot embedded in.
Oh my God.
And then it had a piece of hair, and it said it came with a certification letter. It said it's actual Bigfoot hair.
Bigfoot
and he loved
certified.
it.
But then you were showing me that one on the top right there. Yeah, that one.
This is my favorite. It's a lever action, so it works. That's one I usually carry with me on the road, because it's just such a neat, firearm related.
That one is really cool. You were saying that this one right here, this big bulky one, is a wine stopper. It looks like a pipe to me.
Yeah.
When I was first looking
And there
at
again, it's just a wine stopper. So it's, I think this is made out of walnut.
Right. And so when somebody is like, looking to potentially buy a pen from you, what types of things, do you do like graduations? Do you do birthdays? Like what types of things do you tend to focus on when you are making these pens?
Well, like this one here, I'm actually making for a graduate, because she's in the blingy stuff. So
me too, girl.
a pink pen blank with a
little sparkle
pendant hanging on it.
And that'll be great for college.
And
so with one of my biggest things about buying a pen is that I just get very worried about replacing the inside. So how does one replace the inside of that?
It all uses standard blanks or standard inserts.
Okay.
Like these slim lines are the easiest probably. They just pull apart. Oops. And then you can take the blank out.
Right.
And refill.
Just that easy.
So I mean, it's just like a normal pen.
Right.
Perfect.
Because these are called slimline blanks, so it's a standard. Everybody makes them.
So I think that
I've done fountain pens and
I think that is so interesting that you and your wife are doing this business together, and I think that is so sweet. So how can people not only find you, but potentially contact you or your wife to create those pens?
I just printed this up today. Actually, we're on Etsy. So we got djhandcraft.etsy.com, and plus we're on Facebook and Instagram. And
all right,
it's been a fun journey.
All right, well, thank you so much, John, and stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.